Hey guys, today we're going to be taking a look at a plugin that Figma just recently drew my attention to. Had no idea about it, and it's relatively new in terms of when it was released. It's this one here, so it's called Curved Text, and as you can sort of see, it's a simple plugin that curves text for you. And if you've watched any of my other videos in the past or tried it yourself, curving text isn't something that's native to Figma, and obviously this is a plugin, so it's still not really like implemented into the core of Figma itself, but it's one of the better options available for curving text. So yeah, as you can sort of see, it was just released in January, and yeah, it's been actively developed since, and I've taken a look and it's yeah, working pretty well. So if we hop over to Figma and we search for the plugin, so curved text, you'll notice that it appears at the top of the list there, and it's essentially, yeah, really cool versus previous plugins that I've tried, which are paid plugins. They give you, a trial like that you can generate 3 different curves, which is absolutely ridiculous for getting the exact curve you want, but everyone's got to make some money, right? And they've got to support the development. So this one is really cool though, and we've got input, we've got options, we've got size, spacing and offset. So input is obviously the text that you want to work with. So in this case I'm going to put match, and you'll see it update live on this full circle, which is option number 1. And you can change the size, you can change the spacing, you can change the offset. You are clamped to working from this point here. The text is always going to type from there, and you can't offset in a negative way, as in like -5, so your text could start maybe here, but it's not the end of the world. Maybe it's a feature that will come soon. What I like about it is in the options you've got these different settings here. So you've got half circle, which is something that I'll probably use quite a lot. You have square, probably won't use that too much, but it's nice to have it. Same for spin, triangle and arch. These are all really cool things. There isn't currently a custom option which would allow me to create my own like custom Bezier curve, sort of like what we've got with spin here. If I just offset that, you can sort of see the text wraps around and sort of like follows this Bezier curve that we've got here. What would be awesome is in the custom option, if we had the anchor points and we can sort of model our own curve and then essentially create it. But yeah, this is quite a cool feature. I've never seen it before within Figma, and it's really cool. Definitely have a play about with that. But we're going to focus on solving the problem that I had in one of my previous videos, which was the Royal Match UI. I was doing the upgrade heading and there was no way to curve it, and it was just an absolute nightmare. So in the spirit of Royal Match, I'm just going to have the match text. I'm going to keep the spacing down and I'm going to offset it. Now, one thing to think about is, depending on how extreme you want this curve to be, you really need to think of it in the sense of the scale. So that would be quite an extreme curve, and it's, yeah, I don't want that. So I'm going to do it, start really small, so the actual radius is really shallow. I'm just going to set that, and obviously at this point the text is too small to work with, but there's nothing to worry about. So we'll hit create. I'm just going to move this out of the way, but we'll keep it there for reference. And as you can sort of see, we've got our text and it's got that nice little curve to it. I'm going to select that and I'm going to press K on my keyboard to scale, and then using Alt and Shift I'm just going to scale that up. You might be thinking, there was no way for me to actually set what font I wanted or anything, and it's used this random one. So pressing V to just hop back into the design view. You'll be able to see, if you select the characters here, these are all still live. So you can go into the text options and you can select Mikado, for example, which is what we use for Royal Match. And it goes one better as well. If you press these 3 little dots here, you can make your text uppercase. This is live text, and that's absolutely awesome. As as you can sort of see, there's some letter spacing issues. So I'm just going to correct that a little bit. And we've already got something that's pretty decent, to be honest, compared to what I had, you know, in the past, or what we've had to work with in the past. It was really awkward to generate this shape. I think I actually had to outline the text, or the text got outlined, and then I had to create this little arc myself. But this is exactly the curve that we want. So what we're going to do is we're just going to finish off the general styling. So like, I've introduced to this plugin and I highly encourage you to take a look at it, but I'm just going to like thrash through the next bit where I get like a more sort of finished, you know, free to play sort of casual style going on. So sit back and enjoy. So guys, that's essentially it. You know, we've got a cute little, you know, casual UI going on here now. So this nice match text, and you know, we managed to create this arc using this free plugin, Curve Text, which is like an absolute like addition to the community. It's better than some of the other solutions that I've experienced in the past, and it's also free. If you like this video and you found it useful, you know, please give it a massive thumbs up, and obviously subscribe, and you know, comment down below, and I'll see you next time.